There's nothing but room to run.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Green 39. Green 39.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher.
Flex round. Flex round.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the toss, here's Williams. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Left. Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They run. It's Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Green 90. Green.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Black 58, Ram. Black.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Flex round. Flex round.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. A give. This is Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more after this. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there from 17 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll start... with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a first down throw, McNabb. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 44. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time, and that'll bring up second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking deep down, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The return man is Hill. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if Valley kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Mahomes now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Now Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jerry Rice, an 11-yard touchdown. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. The dangerous Hill now to return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go play action. It's McNabb. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Oh, he sheds himself free. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 39 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They run it again with Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. From the gun, here's McNabb. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Alshon Jeffrey, 30 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way down to the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw, and it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Gostkowski for the point after. Gostkowski the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
To throw on second, McNabb drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Out of the gun, McNabb. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now a pitch out to Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now McNabb. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they convert on third with a gain of